Aries, Lola Selena here. I also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So, this is going to be part 2 for the Mars Libra transit video. Part 1 has all of the astrology deep dive and things you need to know, including anything that's going on in August all the way up to September and the fall equinox. That is the entire Mars Libra transit cycle. In part 1, we also have all of the sign readings for Earth and for air. So go ahead and check that out. If it's not linked below, I'll try to remember. But if I don't remember, it's listed on the homepage under videos. So check that out. In this video, we're going to be doing all of the sign readings for fire and for water, starting with fire. Now, I will say, I tried recording this yesterday, and after the third time, it was like, okay, it's clearly a no. And then this time, I'm on my second round now, and I will say that, especially starting with fire, and maybe this is like only fire's energy. We'll get it when we get into it. We'll know. Oh, I'm already feeling it. It was like creating a really like hard to breathe kind of energy. Oh, even as I'm trying to talk, I'm like, you can probably hear my voice like going like, keep in mind, I am going to start with Aries, and I feel like this might have a lot to do with Aries more than the other signs, but let's go ahead and dive in. Let's not. Yeah, Aries. I can't breathe in your energy. This could be you, this could be someone you're dealing with. That could be throat related, that could be heart space related, it could be both. Now, I will say, for your sign in particular, as I'm recording this on August 12th, by the way. For your sign, Mars in Libra is opposing Aries, right? So depending on what your personal Aries placements are or your angles, what degrees they're in, Mars will oppose all of that at different points throughout this Mars Libra transit. So if you know your chart, you can follow that. I will also say though, by the end of it, like when we get to fall equinox, Mars will oppose Chiron. I know. I know that not very fun. I know, but it is what it is. But just highlighting that for you, I would say too that, you know, for your sign, it's really interesting because that opposition of Mars and Libra to whatever your placements are in Aries creates like an automatic like self versus others kind of a conflict. And I'm getting October. I was getting that too when I tried recording yesterday, that something for October for you is really significant, which is after the Mars Libra transit cycle. So they're bringing up stuff that I already picked up on yesterday. Just trying to breathe. There may be something that you're wanting to like experience or go for or sign up for. Some of you it's a trip. Some of you it's like a vacay or something, or like a weekend getaway. It's like some sort of travel for some of you. It may be better to put it off until October. You know your life best. You know you. I'm just the messenger, okay? I will say too that for Aries, for this particular Mars transit cycle, you may really feel like people are kind of getting in the way of what you want at this time, and so you may feel like you're being asked to compromise a lot more than you want to. Some of you are being asked to compromise in terms of timing, kind of what we're getting with October. This is again stuff that I'm getting now, but I also was getting this yesterday. The other thing I want to mention that as I'm recording on the 12th of August, which we have Jupiter conjunct Venus in Cancer, but the moon is in your sign. The moon is in Aries, and it's going to be in Aries for at least till tomorrow and a little bit of August 14th, depending on where you're at in the world, right? So keep in mind, most likely August 13th, the moon being in your sign will actually square off Jupiter and Venus in Cancer. And depending on where, again, your Aries degrees are, if they're around like 10 to 15 degrees or that 14, 15 degree mark, you're probably really feeling that square energy off of Jupiter and Venus in Cancer. Okay. Also highlighting too, the factor of other people in your plans or in what you want for yourself, or even just how you innately like to navigate life. But, Aries, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I really don't like this. It's like, it's not even a weight on the chest. It feels so internal. Like internal, like stuff is taking up space. I feel like that's Jupiter, Venus, Cancer working on you, to be honest. But let's get into it. This is for Mars Libra transit cycle. I'm recording it on an important day. Okay. Aries. What's going on for Aries for the Mars Libra transit cycle? What's going on for Aries for the Mars Libra transit cycle? By the way, I'm using the Midnight Magic Tarot deck. I love the art on this. It's all mushrooms. It's just beautiful artwork. It's linked below. Wow. And it's like I'm feeling it like right here, but it's also affecting my throat. Like it almost feels like I'm actually getting the word chimney. Maybe some guys are smokers. I don't know. Because I was about to say it's almost like like it reminds me of my asthma a little bit, like how it's just like hard to like, well, breathe. But yeah, maybe some of you guys are smokers. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. Oh, smoke, smoke, smoke. I'm getting there. Uh, oh, excuse me. Some of you guys, this is about getting your fire almost like up to through your throat, like your fire, your solar energy, like up through your heart and up out of your throat, like to actually, I want to say to like let something out or release something or purify something, but it's like all the fact that there's like so much smoke, right? It's like your fire's like not like, I'm trying to be careful with my words here. You need more fire. It feels weird saying that to Aries. But it's almost like the fire is trying to get something out. Yeah, your first card is Justice. Don't mind my nails, I need to do them. Which is Libra, right? But we know Justice. Justice is a major, but Justice is also about balance and resolution and harmony and putting things right, getting things to be made right. Anything else for Aries for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Well, we got a little fire here. We have Seven of Wands energy. I feel like you need more of your fire. So outside of all the other stuff I mentioned about like people and timing in October and compromises, all of that is still very, very much in the field. This feels like a big thing. What I'm picking on up here with like the fire and like the smoke in the throat and like you almost like need to pull more of your fire up like into your voice. Yeah, to speak from your fire, to speak from your fire, to speak from your empowered center. On the bottom, we do have Six of Wands, but on the table, we have Justice and the Seven of Wands. So Six of Wands usually implies some sort of attention or victory or rewards, accolades, that kind of thing. But there's usually some sort of like factor of other people in that, of like, again, attention or being witnessed. Justice and the Seven of Wands, this is you almost like defending that. This is you defending that. You may be doing this with action, but you may need to do it with words. Yeah, I'm getting the word compromise again. What's under the six? Nine of Cups. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, Aries and the Four of Wands, an Aries card. I feel like that's like, okay, whatever this Four of Wands is, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being here, it feels like this is, they're giving me a little bit of dragon energy. That Four of Wands feels sacred to me. Four of Wands can be a lot of things in a general reading. Four of Wands can be like a foundation, like a building, like a house, right? Like housing. Could be a relationship, marriage, a commitment. Could even just be like your inner circle. That's kind of coming up a little bit here too, which is interesting with you here as the Queen of Pentacles. But whatever this Four of Wands is, it's like you associate it with stability. You associate it with like sanctuary, sacred. It's like it's your sacred foundation, it's your sacred home, it's your sacred job, it's your sacred inner circle. It's sacred. And I keep seeing like a dragon like wrapping around a house or like wrapping around treasure, and that's what I'm feeling with you here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And again, Nine of Cups and Six of Wands, like this is something that's really precious to you and something that you feel like you've really earned, and you're trying to hold on to it during this transit with Justice and the Seven of Wands. So to hold on to it, you may need to like use your voice more. But I find Aries to be very vocal, which is great. It's one of your qualities. But maybe there's something you're not like saying, or it's like where you're saying it from needs to come from more of your solar, your center, your confidence, your chi, your fire, your power, or maybe your inner dragon. Anything else for Aries? Fives are coming up. Knight of Wands. Why do I feel like that's not you? Well, can I get a clarification on the Knight of Wands? I feel like you're almost defending from a Knight of Wands, but let's see. Can I get a clarification on the Knight of Wands? Oh, Aries, your life seems very interesting. During this Mars Libra transit, they have the Ten of Cups. I keep feeling like this is someone else. I feel like you're defending something against the Knight of Wands, but they have the Ten of Cups. So that to me says that their intentions are good, or at least they're good. Their intentions are good. Their intentions are for happiness. Their intentions are for everyone to get along. Maybe you just don't like their approach. Because the Knight of Wands energy can be a little reckless. Let's look at you in the Seven of Wands. Let's see how you're defending what you're defending here. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Keep seeing a dragon like wrapped around treasure. It's very funny. Ooh, good. You're using your words. I like it. Yeah, King of Swords. You're having a conversation with the Knight of Wands here as a King of Swords, regardless of your gender. Again, it feels very much like defending your treasure, what's sacred, your castle, your home, your business, even if it's just like your inner circle or just like your comfort zone even, where you feel like things are really stable. But you are having this conversation with a knight, and you're a king. So there could be an age difference here. There could also just be a little bit of a maturity difference. It just feels like maybe you two are very different. It almost feels like whoever this is, they are acting a little bit more on whimsy and a little bit more on impulse. And I keep getting you're not liking their approach. You're not down with their approach is what I keep getting. But again, their intentions are the Ten of Cups. That's kind of amazing for intentions, right? Can I get another on the Knight of Wands, please, for Aries? With the Ten of Cups. Oh. Seven of Swords. You're looking at them like they're a threat. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Wheel of Fortune. Timing, which we knew was part of your thing for this Mars Libra cycle. Okay. I feel like the Seven of Swords, I feel like that's your perception of their approach. I just keep getting you don't like their approach. It's almost like you're looking at them like their timing is bad. It's like their timing is bad, their timing is off, and I feel like it's making you just a little sus about them. And I feel like you're just feeling kind of like just really uncomfortable. Tell me about the Seven of Wands and the King of Swords. Oh. Two of Cups. I see you see me. Heart-to-heart connections. Venus, Cancer, which is what we have right now. Tell me about this Two of Cups that you're attached to, which, again, I was getting that you're, like, interacting with somebody here. Ooh. Nine of Swords. You can't decide if they're a threat or not. I just keep getting you don't like their approach. You don't like how they're handling something. You feel like their timing is weird, their timing is off. You just can't decide if they're a threat or not. You have the 9. So you have a lot of anxiety about this, Aries. I feel like you're this King of Swords. You could be the Knight. If so, reverse it. Y'all know how this works. And if you don't, keep in mind that these readings are general and they are timeless. And since energy is also not linear, when we have a bunch of people coming up in the reading, you could be any of these people. These could be people around you. Doesn't have to be you. Anyway, let's come back. So you protecting what is sacred to you, what's precious. Again, dragon wrapped around its treasure and or castle. Here you are as the King of Swords. Again, using your voice, but you are worried. You are, I want to say, more worried than you need to be. Let's look at Justice. Let's see what the Justice is here. You just can't gauge them, if it's good or if it's bad. Tell me about Justice. But you're going to have to use your voice. Tell me about Justice. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. It's interesting. Seven of Pentacles can be a little bit of a, review, taking stock, making plans even, investments, evaluating something. Tell me more about justice in the Seven of Pentacles for Aries, for the Mars Libra transit cycle. We have strength. Again, the timing of things. Aries, you want things the way you want them. And again, this is like so typical for Mars in Libra opposing anything in Aries, especially if you have like Saturn Aries. Oh, especially if you have Saturn Aries. You want things the way you want them. And the way this person is approaching or behaving, yeah, it's like it threatens the flow of things, it threatens the timing of things, and it's just like you're trying to keep things as they are, actually, is what I want to say. One more on justice, and you feel like they're it's almost like they're taking away your control. I think that's how you're perceiving it. They're a fly in your ointment right now. I don't think you like dislike this person. This may be someone you actually have a lot of affection for. You just don't like their approach. I feel like it's really throwing you off. Tell me more about justice. With Seven of Pentacles and strength being here. One more for Aries for justice for the Mars Libra transit cycle. Oy. Eight of Swords. So here's the thing, Aries. This is clarifying justice. This is clarifying order, harmony, resolution, and balance. We have taking stock, taking review of the situation, strength, trying to be confident and brave and maintain control of the situation. But Eight of Swords, this is limited beliefs. It's also not seeing the situation clearly. So the fact that this is clarifying justice, I feel like this is actually Spirit kind of nodding, saying like, you may need to compromise. You may need to approach this a little differently. You may need to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more amenable, and see something that you're having a really hard time acknowledging without fear. I just keep getting you're looking at how this person is being as a threat. And Spirit wants you to see why you're perceiving them as a threat. I think that's personal to you. Again, I think you have a lot of affection for them with the Two of Cups. I do. I think they threaten your feeling of having control. I just gotta be honest, Aries. I just gotta be honest about it. But you're being encouraged again to use your voice as the King of Swords, and just be honest with them about it. Yeah, just be honest with them about it. On the bottom, we have the Moon. Whoa. The Sun. The Moon and the Sun together. Some of you guys, that's a synchronicity. Maybe you're seeing like Sun and Moon, like signs and symbols around. This is Cancer, Leo. Some of you could have a cuspy energy going on in your life or in your chart. But when you have the Moon and the Sun, it's like sometimes it like hits home in like the polarity of like the cosmos and all of that stuff, or like counterpart energy. You would know if that applies to you. But it also brings about, how do I want to say? It's alluding to illumination that will eventually come, but is hidden at this time. I feel like that's more about your own feelings of how you're perceiving this. Underneath the Sun, we have the Queen of Cups. High Priestess. Oh, wait, Aries, wait. King of Cups. Some of you guys, this is actually a romantic situation. That is so fascinating. So, Aries, it just keeps coming back as a control thing. All right. So I'm just being honest with you. And again, take it as you will, reversed or vice versa. Just to remind you, we have the Moon, the Sun, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the King of Cups. There's a lot that hasn't been said here that's not being said. And I want to say that's actually like hidden away. But the Queen of Cups and King of Cups with the Two of Cups on the table, there's clearly a very mutual emotional connection here. Like you connect with this person in the heart space. And their intentions are the Ten of Cups. With the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. that is a happy situation. That's a happy relationship. That's a happy family situation. That's a happy romance. Whatever, whoever this person is to you. And Spirit is saying, like, hey, you can acknowledge this. You can actually see this. Like, it's basically like, hey, we can remove the moon and have this be all illuminated for you and between the two of you, but you got to speak up. You have to be honest about what you're afraid of, and you have to be honest with what you're not liking about this, and you have to be honest about what you feel, how you feel for this person, and allow them to do the same. And be open as to why this person's approach or how they are being is so triggering for you, because it's triggering, because you're perceiving them as a threat. Okay? Interesting. Let's go ahead and get into Leo. 2112. Look at that. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, the timestamp might be a little different. This is the original timestamp. 2112 was the original timestamp. Okay. Leo. Some of you guys are getting into plants, or you work in a nursery. I'm like literally seeing like a plant nursery. Hold on a second. Or a greenhouse. I'm seeing a lot of tropical plants. You don't have to live in a tropical area. Like, you could have a greenhouse and have tropical plants and live in a very cold place, right? I don't know if this is a real plant of what I'm seeing, Leo, but it's, how would I describe these leaves? The leaves are kind of like similar to a snake plant, if you've ever seen one of those. But what I'm seeing, it actually has flowers on it, like a giant flower in the middle. And it's red, of course, Leo. Although yellow, I think would be more Leo. But anyway, so there's like snake plant-like leaves, and the center. Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't get it. It's so tiny. Anyway, but the flower itself is like huge, and it's like dead center of the plant, and it has like all these like red petals. It's very pretty. I don't think this is a real plant. It'd be cool if it was, though. Okay. Any messages or insights for Leo? What's going on for my lions for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Now, Leo, something that's interesting about this cycle for you is Venus being in Leo and Mercury also being in Leo while Mars is in Libra. When Mars is in Libra, that should be sextile all of your Leo energy, but it's also going to be working with like Mercury and Venus at different points here, okay? That feels really positive for you. That feels like, how do I want to say? Well, especially with Venus. Especially with Venus. That sounds like playtime. That sounds like playtime, flirty time, romantic time, sexy time. Just really like enjoying life, because like, I feel like Leos and Libras make a really great pair, right? Like Leo, the sun, like fifth house energy, spotlight, always likes to look good. Libra always likes to look good, right? I feel like they make a really, really great pair. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. But anyway, I feel like this Mars Libra transit cycle, especially in August, is going to be really, really nice for you and really fun for you, especially if you're like creating anything, or you're wanting to put a lot of energy into new things, or things that just give you a lot of pleasure. I see that being really good for you. Leo. Any messages or insights for Leo for the Mars Libra transit cycle? What can my Leos expect for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Almost said Mars Leo. You had your turn. You had a long turn with Mars this year when it was retrograde. Oh, there could be something about that coming up. Oh. There could be something about that coming up. It was a long cycle. Oh, Leo. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like that 5 of Pentacles is not going to last very long with Mars being in Libra. Especially when we start really getting into Venus being in Leo. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. The star. 5 of Pentacles, I was getting this vibe of like things are really just not going your way, or you were feeling like things were not going your way, and maybe these were fallouts from Mars retrograding in your sign, which was a while ago, granted, but then it like went stationary direct and then went back through your sign again. I keep getting the word fallout. with Five of Pentacles. So you could have been struggling financially. You could have been struggling socially. It's a bit of a struggle energy. Again, it just has this vibe of like things were not going your way. But now with the Star card, oh Jesus, they're flying out of my hands. And now with the Star card, that is absolutely changing. The Star card is healing. It's wish fulfillment. It's hope. It's also my North Node card as a reader. Headphones are getting all tangled up in my stuff. Okay. Oh, I almost want to say special delivery. Wow. Okay, Leo. Okay. Um, and you're off. And you're off. So it's interesting. I said special delivery. That's actually the title of the channeling that I'm going to post on YouTube as I post this. So you should actually see it on there, or at least on YouTube as you're watching this on YouTube. But I actually feel like you're the knight. I feel like you go from the Five of Pentacles to the Star to the Knight of Cups. It almost has this feeling like the Star card is coming with some sort of tower, some sort of like door, like flies open for you is what it feels like. Like you're in the Five of Pentacles, you're not liking it, you're like really like ready for that to shift, and some sort of door opens for you or some sort of big change happens, and it's this Star energy of hope, of healing, of truth. Clarity even. I feel like it's actually along the lines of hope. And then it puts you in this Knight of Cups energy, which is Pisces, but it puts in the space of feeling really good about taking some action out of your heart space, taking some action on what you feel and what you want emotionally. Some of you are also using your intuition to guide you here. I also heard and the stars. Some of y'all might be really into astrology. Wouldn't be shocked if you're here and you're really into astrology. But let's look at this. What had you in the Five of Pentacles here, Leo? Some of you keep in mind this Five of Pentacles, you may be starting this transit out like with this, and then this energy might peak around the fall equinox, okay? This being kind of in between August and September. This may even be related to the eclipses, actually. I heard yes. For a lot of you, yes. Something about the eclipse seasons, Lord have mercy. Eclipse cycle. I'll just say the eclipse energy is ushering in the Star for you. And by fall equinox, I feel like you're in the Knight of Cups. But everyone has their own timing, so take it as you will. So we have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Oh, Leo. Ten of Cups. Oh, I want to just give you a hug. Did you not have a good birthday season? Is your birthday season not treating you well? Some of you guys might have had a really sad birthday. If you did, I'm sorry. I just want to give you a hug. This is feeling lonely. That's kind of what it feels like lonely or feeling left out, feeling like you're missing the Ten of Cups, feeling like you don't have like family or you don't have a tribe, not feeling good about your domestic life even. Yeah, it feels like lacking people. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups here for Leo. I keep getting some of you guys might have had a really like disappointing birthday. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups for Leo. Nine of Pentacles. I keep getting like a very, I'm not going to say lonely, just solo. A solo energy with you. Maybe you didn't expect to be spending so much time with just you in your birthday season. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Some of you have been very independent and you're ready to not be as independent, to be around more people. You're probably feeling the Jupiter Cancer vibes, right? Another card for the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, the Emperor. Leo, I just keep coming back to this feeling of being disappointed at the lack of other people. The lack of other people either in your life or the lack of their presence, the lack of their support, the lack of their maybe even acknowledgement or recognition. Because again, this is all clarifying the Five of Pentacles, right? They're really great cards on their own, but clarifying the Five of Pentacles, it's saying that this energy is not really present. And with the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor, that is a very confident vibe. No question. Super confident. super empowered. Um, but it almost gives me like either hyper independence or someone who like enjoys working a lot or does work a lot or someone who just like doesn't think to give attention. Like that's kind of what it's giving me. This could be even like a partner of yours. Like you can feel really alone in your own relationship. Again, this is like that's not for all of you. But I feel like I'm tuning into Leos where I think you have a lot to be grateful for, and I think you know that, but you feel like you're lacking something vitally important. And it seems like that's the Ten of Cups. Family, emotional closeness. I keep getting the word recognition as well. You maybe even have had a fallout with an emperor like energy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the star. So again, this feels a little bit more wrapped up in the eclipse energy. Doesn't have to be, but for some of you it is. Tell me about the star for Leo. I'm hearing a wish. A wish. Ooh, Leo. Is this a delayed birthday gift? Are you getting some sort of wish granted? That you were like, where's my birthday gift? This is a sad birthday. Okay, good. At least it finally came. Is that what's going on? Tell me about the star for Leo. Tell me about the star for Leo. Interesting. Two of Swords. Justice on the bottom. Tell me why the Two of Swords is here for the star. Eee. Two of Wands. So twos may be really significant for you. I keep getting a door is opening. I keep getting it's opening. I don't even think you need to initiate it. I think it's just happening. The Two of Swords and the Two of Wands implies you contemplating, making some sort of move, making some sort of shift here, making some sort of decision, making up your mind about something. But I can't shake the feeling like a door opens for you and it's up to you if you want to walk through it. Excuse me. And this would be you walking through it. If you initiate it, you initiate it. I don't get that vibe. Doesn't mean it's not going to be true for some of you. Again, this is a general reading. One more for the star. Eight of Swords. Limited mindset. Limited mindset. So, Leo, again, I keep getting this as a window of opportunity that is making itself available to you. But part of embracing it is you saying yes, is you taking the step to walk through it. Again, whether you initiate it yourself or not, you actually going like, okay, this is possible. I can go for this. I can do this. I can have this experience. I almost want to say that's a challenge here for you, especially with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords showing itself here against the star is saying you could have the star if you want to, but you have to acknowledge it and actually choose it, actively choose it, or you can stay in the Eight of Swords. I feel like whatever this Five of Pentacles moment was for you, I feel like really got you down. And maybe you guys are still in it. It feels disappointing. It feels a little pessimistic. It feels a little self-pitying. I'm just being honest here. But the star, you can have what you want. You can. You just got to be willing to walk through the door, and some of you even open the door yourself. Can you tell me more about the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, of what this is exactly pertaining to Leo? They may not give me specifics like that, but let's take a peek. Am I taking these? No. Yeah, that's a lot. It's like 5 cards. Tell me the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. Thank you. Yep. Eight of Wands. So kind of what I was already getting at, right? We literally have Two of Swords and Two of Wands, and we have on one side the Eight of Swords, and the other we have the Eight of Wands. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the star, or are you going to continue to feel stuck? Are you going to continue to feel kind of unhappy, even though it's familiar? disappointed even though it's familiar? Are you going to choose to keep believing that like you can't have this? Or are you going to start to believe that you can? I suggest starting to believe that you can. For those who choose to walk through the star, you still have justice on the bottom, by the way. I'm curious. Yeah, see, that's kind of how I thought you were feeling with the Four of Cups. And the Page of Wands. Again, it just has this feeling of like disappointment. But if you choose to walk through the star with the Eight of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups. So let's take a peek. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here for Leo. That feels, yeah, it feels like walking in faith. It feels like walking your life from your heart space with what you want in mind, using your intuition as well, and your faith that you can have the star. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here for Leo. Page of Swords. Okay, Six of Wands at the bottom. It's a good sign. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups here. And the King of Swords. Some of you, this is building up to a conversation. I'm gonna get one more before I continue speaking. One more on the Knight of Cups, please. Ooh, very nice. And the Page of Pentacles. So a couple of things here, Leo. Some of you, this, moving from your heart space, moving in faith, right, as the Knight of Cups, moving with hope that you can have the star, right, you can have what you want, is building up to some sort of conversation that I think is actually going to lead to more. Whether you, well, no, I think you do expect that. Leading to some sort of conversation with a King of Swords, that's going to lead to the Page of Pentacles. That's going to lead to planting some sort of seed. Oh, excuse me, something physical, something tangible. We also have the Fool on the bottom, by the way, I'm just saying. That could be anything. That could be a business. That could be conversations about like, hey, I want to do this with you. Do you want to do this with me? Right? It's planting a seed. It's planting the intention. It's saying, let's do this, right? Others of you where it's not a conversation, I feel like you're about to go into like learning something. Some of you guys is maybe going back to school, especially like the Page of Swords and King of Swords, like being the student to the King of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles is a student card as well. Yeah, I'm getting like learning or investing your time, your emotions as well. Investing your time and your emotions into learning something, learning a new skill, cultivating a new skill. Some of you guys are going to get into some sort of like, getting communication type work, like writing is coming up, public speaking is coming up, presenting, I don't know, marketing. Interesting. Okay, marketing's coming up there. Oh, thank you. Some of you guys are going to try to learn passive income. I'm getting that with the Page of Pentacles. I think that's going to work out really well for you, especially if you're letting your intuition guide you. I feel like some of you guys are being led to a really unique passive income source. Please let us know in the comments. I'm sure all of us would like some passive income in this economy. I do see that. Yeah, I do see that. Interesting. Okay, Leo. It's your life. You do what you want with it. You can always get what you want, even if it takes a little time, even if it takes a little effort. Oh, Saggies. I keep forgetting I have something in the oven. I was like, oh shit, what time is it? Time went by fast. It took me a while to get into the reading though. I don't smell anything yet, so let's see if I pay. It's one of those things I'm just eyeballing. Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? For the Mars Libra transit cycle. What's going on for my Saggies? Now, Sag, I will say, with Mars being in Libra, that will be sextiling any of your Sagittarius placements. Again, know your degrees for when that will take place, anywhere between August 6th and September 22nd, right? Why are they highlighting your season? I literally just got November. Maybe you're planning your birthday already? If you're a November Sag, November's coming up for you. Could maybe be a nod to Scorpio season. But Sag, let's come back. Let's come back. Having Mars and Libra sextiling Sagittarius. Excuse me. Just the vibes I just got. That feels like fun. That feels like fun to me. That feels like pleasure. That's what that feels like to me. That feels like indulgence. That feels like a good time. Enjoy that. Why not? But yeah, again, they're highlighting November for some reason for you. Sagittarius. Any other messages or insights for Sagittarius? Snake is coming up pretty strongly. You could identify with the snake. You could be working with snake energy as well. We are still in the year of the snake. Oh, Sag. Sentimental, are we? Page of Cups. I like this. I like this vibe. This Page of Cups energy, what I'm getting off of it for you is just super sweet. And Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Oh, I feel this could be you or you could be receiving this, so we'll get into it and you'll know for sure. I just keep getting sentimental and sweet. It could even be a text message. I think a lot of you it's a text message or a phone call. I'm not getting email, I'm not getting social media. I'm getting like intimate, right? Text or you only text or people or call people on the phone like you have intimacy with, even if it's just a friend. But it's sweet. It is really sweet. It almost feels like it has the Six of Cups behind it, like that kind of like sweet, nostalgic, warm, fuzzy butterflies kind of. This doesn't have to be romantic. It just feels like there's a lot of emotional sentiment behind it, and it's really, really nice. What else for Sagittarius? Ooh, the Fool. Sag, if this is a romance read, let us know how that's going for you. And the Seven of Wands. So that Seven of Wands doesn't feel defensive. Sometimes the Seven of Wands can be defensive because it's like literally protecting the six. It's protecting what you feel you have earned. It's protecting what you feel you have the right to. I feel like the sentiment here, Sag, whether it's coming from you or you're receiving it with the Fool, it's somebody being very honest, very genuine, and again, very, very sweet with their words and what they want to share. But it's all in the name too of how do I want to say this? Some of you, there's a little bit of a claiming going on here, especially if it's like romantic. Like they're coming in to say something or you're saying something because it's like you want the other person to know how you feel. You want the other person to know what's up, right? I'm getting a bit of a protective energy is all that I'm getting with the Seven of Wands. Like if you're the messenger, you're feeling very protective over the person that you're speaking to. And if you're the receiver, they feel very protective over you. That's really what it is. That's what it is. But the Fool with the Page of Cups, there's something about this too that is just totally fearless, totally vulnerable. This is also why I think it felt so potent because the Fool is a fearless energy. The Fool has got nothing to lose. The Fool is, I'm going to leap because I just know I got to leap. I don't even know if I'm going to land, but I got to leap, right? And also given that there's a Fool energy here, I think this would also apply more strongly to those where whatever is being said hasn't been said before. It's like a new level of sentiment, which is why it has a little bit of that like risk energy to it. I like this. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Not to mention Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Jupiter, your planet, right? Turning of the wheel in your favor. Luck, fate, etc. Tell me about the Page of Cups for Sagittarius. Ooh. Ooh. No wonder this feels yummy. My God. King of Wands. Okay. Sag, if this were me receiving this, I don't know. I might be blushing a lot if I were to receive something like this. I don't even know what this person's saying to you. But okay, I'm starting to think you guys are the receiver. But again, take it as you will. King of Wands and the Page of Cups. So not only is this person super sincere and super sweet, but the King of Wands, first of all, they have a lot of life experience. They may be very attractive, like very attractive. And they also have a lot of passion for you as well. Tell me about the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. Shoot, let this love find me. For those words, a romantic reading. I think a lot of this is a romance read. Tell me about the Page of Cups and the King of Wands for Sagittarius. Ooh, the moon. I don't know if I like the moon being here. Why is the moon here? Someone could be a Leo moon. Oh, we're gonna dig deeper. King of Pentacles is behind the moon. Okay. What? Sag? Man, this person's coming up as two kings. I'm going to pull more cards on the moon because this is just too interesting. So, again, they're being super sweet and very honest with you. Dare I even say tender? Again, I keep getting like a Six of Cups energy. They present as a King of Wands, but with the moon and the King of Pentacles, they could also like have an Earth moon, or they could, fixed energy with the kings here. But it's almost like, even though they're being honest with you and they're being like loving and passionate, deep down, they're also approaching as a King of Pentacles. But what's weird to me is that they're not speaking from that place. They're speaking with love. They're speaking with sincerity. They're speaking with passion, even fun, and a bit of a fearlessness, right? And they're saying something to you haven't heard them say to you before. But what is like kind of hidden here are some deep devotional feelings or deep devotional intention. The King of Pentacles is all about the Ten of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is all about showing the fuck up, right? Like walking the walk, not just talking the talk. They care about the long term. They care about stability. They care about being in it, right? But that's not what they're communicating to you. They're communicating feelings. They're communicating passion. They're not communicating that they have some sort of deep devotional intention with you, which is interesting. Tell me more about the moon. Again, please tell us. I'm sure other people would love to know. Tell me about the moon. Tell me more about the moon here. Uh-huh. Five of Wands. I don't know why this person doesn't want to show you that in their intentions. But with the Five of Wands clarifying the moon, it's almost like they haven't even come to terms with that yet. Like it's there. They know it's there. They know they have that King of Pentacles intention towards you. There's something there that's, they're not totally like, I don't have a word. I think it makes them like this. It's kind of interesting. They care about you. They have passion for you. And again, they do. Like that's there. That is there. But with the Five of Wands being here, I like that's what I keep getting. Like they're in it. They're like they're in it. They're in it. You could even say they're caught up. They're in it. And I think it kind of freaks them out a little how in it they are. Tell me about the moon with the Five of Wands for Sag. Tell me about the moon with the Five of Wands. Ooh. And the Eight of Wands. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Trying to catch my breath. Sag, this is quite a reading. First of all, this person already has thought about a lot with you. I'm starting to get the vibe that, like, for a lot of you, if this is a romance read, but I want to say a romance read where you guys are like dating, or it's like there's still a level of commitment that can still be unlocked, if you will, in the life, in the game of life with this person. Even if this is just someone who's a friend, it's like they have a lot going on in their mind. They have a lot going on in their subconscious and their psyche about you. And it seems like it's building to this Ace of Pentacles, like again, something that is very tangible, which that is them. That is absolutely them. But again, it's tied with the moon. So even if they're approaching you as the Page of Cups with the King of Wands, they already know where this is going. That's basically what it is. They already know where this is going. And so that Five of Wands energy being there, once they like stop feeling like this about the fact that that's how they feel about you, they're going to take a step towards you and initiate the page. I have a feeling this is why this is going to feel so new for you. Because once they initiate with the page, they're already in. They're already buying the car. They don't need a test drive. They're not going to tell you this. They're not going to even allude to this. They're just going to say something sweet, something tender, something honest, maybe even flirty a little bit, but sweet and like true, very true at its core. And maybe you're thinking like, oh, we'll go for a test drive. When they're like, I'm buying this car. But you understand what I'm saying? Because they're all in and they know deep down they're all in, they're not going to say anything until they're really like have found their peace with that. It makes this person kerfluffled. I don't know why. It just does. It really like it makes them kerfluffled. I don't have another word for it. So once they approach you as the page, you'll know they're all in. Ain't life funny? Let's look at the Fool. Tell me about the Fool for Sagittarius. There's that six. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Oh my God. And the Ace of Wands. Whew, Sag. I feel like I don't even need to pull any more cards. Again, they're ready to buy the car. Even if you think you're just going for a test drive, they're ready to buy the car. If you have no idea what I mean by that analogy, it's like they're all in with you. Even if this is just a friend and you've never been on a date, they are all in and they know it. And if that's the case too, if maybe if it's been a while for like this person to say this thing to you, that's why, because they know they're buying the car. Okay. I mean, if the seller would let them buy, you understand the analogies here. Even if you've been dating this person, they've been contemplating the next step for a while. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. Again, this is this feeling of feeling kind of protective over you. Maybe even a little territorial. I mean, we got kings here. We have Leo and Taurus. We know fixed signs like a little control, right? Especially Taurus. I'm a Scorpio. I get it. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. What's yours is yours, right? Totally get it. Tell me about the Seven of Wands here. Ooh. Okay. So with the Seven of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, Strength, and the Seven of Swords. I also don't think you know about this side of this person. How do I put a word to this? It's part of the kerfluffledness. Okay. It's part of that. It's part of that. I feel like this person never presents that way. I feel like they present probably very charismatic since they're coming through as a King of Wands. I just keep getting that. I don't have another word for it. Because with the Five of Pentacles, with the Seven of Wands, they're feeling protective over you, protective over approaching you, or even like getting you locked into this Ace of Pentacles here, dare I say. Because not doing that makes them feel like this. Feel pretty crappy, gotta be honest. Makes them feel like Five of Pentacles, makes them feel very like, it's not the Five of Cups where I would say they're missing you, but the Six of Cups already implies that they have that kind of level of affection towards you, that they probably do think about you a lot. Like a lot, probably every day, kind of a lot, which is actually kind of cute. But the Five of Pentacles is feeling like this is mine and I don't have it. like Sagittarius is mine and I don't have Sagittarius. Like that's really how it's feeling. And then Strength and the Seven of Swords is them trying to like not feel what they're feeling, like not feel all kerfluffled by this. Oh, I think this person's been hiding that very well. Let's get a couple other, Four of Pentacles. Let's get a couple cards here with the Seven of Wands. Three of Wands. That's nice. Three of Wands is Four of Swords and the Lovers with that as well. Sorry, it just caught my attention. Interesting. Three of Wands is usually expecting something to grow, right? It's anticipation. It's looking at the horizon, waiting for your ships to come in. But this person actually needs to initiate that. And the Lovers and the Four of Swords, it's like they've just been sitting with this for a while. They've been sitting with this for a while. This decision, I want to say with the Lovers, obviously this could be a spiritually guided relationship. That's also how I view the Lovers. But the Four of Swords implies they've been, again, thinking about this on their own for a long time. And I was already getting that before. I'm also getting a little bit of like a recovery. Hold on a second. What is this recovery energy? I'm gonna pull a card on it. Tell me about this recovery energy I'm feeling with this person. Maybe they needed a long vacation. I don't think they had an injury. I mean, if they did, you would know. It's like something's been out of commission is what's coming through. What is this out of commission recovery energy with this person? Oh, I'm starting to smell my food. I probably should check it after the fire signs. Got 4 cards here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So this person, sorry. Sparkling water. What are you going to do? 10 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So yeah, something for them was incredibly stressful. I want to say like they may even have taken a little like hit on their health or their sense of energy. It's like they were stretched too thin is how this is coming through, and something had to give and they had to take care of it. So if there was any point with this you and this person where things were kind of quiet or like things were kind of off, they had to deal with something, and I want to say they actually needed like downtime to recover from it. But we also have the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. Yeah, I just keep getting out of commission. Yeah, they were out of commission for a little while, or they had to take some time to deal with something. Something was too much in their life. But once they take care of it too, I think also that's going to allow for leeway for them to be in the right energy to like digest how they're feeling about you and to say something. Very nice, Sag. Okay, let's go. All this like Cancer vibes. I've been enjoying cooking a lot again. I love cooking. Speaking of Cancer, let's go ahead and continue with you. Okay. Cancer. Cancer babies. Any messages or insights for Cancer? For the Mars Libra transit cycle. Keep in mind, Cancer, whatever your personal degrees are in Cancer, Mars will be squaring your Cancer placements, which can feel kind of uncomfortable. But that shouldn't last for very long, in your personal chart. So just mentioning that. Okay. For the Mars Libra transit cycle, what's going on for my Cancers? For the Mars Libra transit cycle for my Cancers. What's going on for Cancers? Whoa, okay. The deck had a lot to say. Had to put her back in order. All right. Thank you. Ooh, Cancer, look at you. Looking all good. Some of you guys may actually be going through a glow up if you haven't already. I feel like the second Jupiter moved into your sign, you started glowing, okay? And if not, maybe it's just catching up now. But 9 of Pentacles, this is you radiant, happy, full of gratitude, confident, independent. You probably are looking pretty good in the financial department. And if not, maybe you will very soon. But this is you feeling good, looking good, and doing your own thing. Being focused on yourself. Anything else for Cancer? There was a noise and I was trying to hear what it was. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So Cancer, before I even continue, 10 of Cups on the bottom. So Cancer, Look at you, happy, being you, enjoying your season. Well, your Jupiter season anyway. Having the Three of Pentacles being here, there's a Six of Pentacles energy between the nine and the three. I feel like you are magnetic, you're radiant, male or female, you're beaming, and people are noticing. And people want to be around you, people want to interact with you, people want to do things with you. They want to give and receive with you. Three of Pentacles, I feel like some of you guys are meeting some new people. Some of you guys are forging some friendships here. Some of you are getting some new plans underway. I just feel like people are wanting to interact with you. And with discernment, you're receiving some of that in a way that's healthy, in a way that's balanced, and in a way that's leading to other things. And that looks really nice. And not to mention, we do have the Ten of Cups on the bottom, so that bodes pretty well for you. Anything else for Cancer? Yeah, it's giving me friends. It's giving me mostly friends, allies. You could even be getting some new coworkers. Maybe some guys got a new job and you're making friends at work. I'm getting like new coworkers. I don't know why that's coming through. Can I get another card for Cancer? What? I don't remember. I'm making so many noises today. Ace of Cups. Okay, Cancer. So there's a lot of emotion wrapped up in this too. I want to say you're just happy. I'm looking at the bottom here. Ooh. We have Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups on the bottom. So that to me actually says that there is some affection going on as well between you and some of these people, maybe even one person. Now, the Ace of Cups, while we often associate it with like being in love, it can mean that, but it's emotion first and foremost. It's the heart, it's the soul saying, yay, right? And I just keep getting that like, you're just hanging out with some cool people and you're doing really cool things and you're just happy. Some of you have some new plans that you're really excited about. Thank you. That took a long time to come into your reality is what I'm hearing for you too. This could be travel, this could be business related, project related, things that you're doing with people. Like I feel like things you're not doing alone and it's making you really happy. Oh, Cancer. Okay. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles, which is definitely you. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles for Cancer. Yeah, I'm hearing paying off. Paying off. Some of you getting into this Nine of Pentacles state, even if you're not feeling financially abundant, you are abundant in confidence, okay? You're abundant in confidence, you're abundant in radiance, and I do want to say general, like, just gratitude. I feel like some of you guys, it took a while to get there. Some of you guys, it took a while to get there. Some of you have really been riding the self-love train, okay? Again, just giving me very self-focused. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, taking your Cancer loving ooey gooey energy and giving it to you. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles for Cancer. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Okay, why is the Knight of Swords here for the Nine of Pentacles? This could be, again, people approaching you because they want to interact with you. Oh, the Tower in unexpected ways, and it's leading to the Sun. Well, that's nice. Cancer, you gonna get approached in ways that you do not expect. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. I keep getting like friends, allies, just fun opportunities that you're gonna have a lot more gratitude for, that you're really excited, like genuinely excited about. And the way it's coming in is by the way of the Knight. So coming in quick. So the way that some of these people, and it definitely feels like more than one person as far as like approaches are concerned. There could be one that sticks out, obviously, so take it as you will. But the way that they're speaking to you or approaching you is really fast, and really clear, really direct, which is why the Tower is here and it's leading to some sort of new experiences with the Sun. Tell me about the Ten of Cups is still at the bottom. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Cancer. Okay, Two of Wands. So making some decisions here around this. So as you start interacting with some of these people and some of the ways they invite you to interact with them, some of this could just be purely fun, like building friendships, if you will. But if it's more like financial related, like building like working relationships or projects, businesses, new plans, even travel plans, the Two Wands being here is implying that you're almost like needing to prioritize like what matters to you most. Not a bad problem to have. Some of you guys may need to make some space here or even say no to some people. Because again, Cancers, that Nine of Pentacles energy, I mean, they were pretty clear. You worked pretty hard for that. And if we stretch ourselves too thin, right, it could be easy to get out of that Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. This is all about what you're going to invest in. Deciding what you're going to invest in, deciding what you are going to run with, and who you're going to run with. One more on the Three of Pentacles. Oh, very nice. A Three of Wands. Things are just looking really good. You expect a lot of interesting things to play out. You expect growth to happen here. You're just excited. You're just happy and excited, and I'm happy for you. Let's look at your happiness. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups here for Cancer. Ooh. Ooh. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands. You're excited, you're lit up, and you're super happy. You deserve it, Cancer. Happy belated. Anything else on the Ace of Cups for Cancer? I kind of expected you guys to have a bomb reading, just to be honest. Don't have the Ace of Cups with Ace of Wands. If anything, I think the Mars Libra squaring off your Cancer may make it a little difficult to prioritize things and say no here or there, because both Libra and Cancer don't like saying no, and that square is going to highlight that. But I mean, look at you, lit up and happy. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands for Cancer. Some of you guys, I want to say, this is just coming through here. Some of you guys, for the first time in your life, you're gonna feel like the belle of the ball, if you will, male or female. And some of you guys are not used to experiencing that. Enjoy it. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands for Cancer. Nice. Ooh. Ooh, the Lovers. My card of alignment, big life decisions, and spiritually guided relationships. I just feel like this is really aligned with you. And you're happy. Can't go wrong with that. Now, if there is a really intense relationship wrapped up in this, it's one that comes with love and passion. It's one that makes you feel alive and inspired and happy. And if it is a relationship, you have a lot of love already for this person. But it's so much more than that for you, Cancer. I can just tell. Anything else for the Ace of Cups here for Cancer? And then we're going to move on to Scorpio. One more for the Ace of Cups. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Well, that is interesting. Why is that there? Feels like maintaining, trying to maintain. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles being here. Because again, I see you very happy. I see that you're in alignment. But remember, to get to this point, you also had to prioritize. And you also had to say no to some people. And so once you're in whatever's making you happy, just living your life really as a consequence of all these things. Four of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles feels like holding on. Trying to maintain. Oh, look. Wow, look at you. Queen of Wands. My goodness, Cancer. If you already weren't magnetic enough, you showing up as the Queen of Wands says that you are highly magnetic here. And then we also have the Eight of Cups. Oh, shit gets interesting for you quick, doesn't it? Six of Pentacles is at the bottom, which we already knew was in the starting energy. Why is the Eight of Cups here, Spirit, for Cancer as the Queen of Wands? All the things you have relinquished to enjoy this. Thank you, Spirit. So again, getting to this point, you're going to get offers. You're going to get people approaching you. You're going to get people asking you to get involved in this way or just spend time in some way, shape, or form. And you already have your own stuff going on before people approach you. And Mars Libra squaring off your Cancer, again, I think is putting you in a position to really evaluate your bandwidth and the quality of what you want to be invested in and with whom, even if it's just friendships, and making space accordingly. And even when you do, maintaining your sense of balance is going to be a bit of a challenge for you. But again, Eight of Cups is also implying that you've made the space to do so. Okay. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, hour and 11 minutes. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the timestamps will be different than the ones I'm saying out loud. So the original timestamp for the original recording for Scorpio is 1:11:00 for those who watch for synchronicities. Okay, Scorpio. Any messages or insights for Scorpio for the Mars Libra transit cycle? What's going on for my Scorps for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Scorpio, I know you're an elusive bunch. I found a little extra elusive. You could be bubbling a little bit at this time. I don't think you're like not doing anything though. I think you're actually really busy. But there's something about your energy that feels far or quiet, maybe just far away from certain people or from people in general, and you're busy in your Scorpio den. Scorpio, any messages or insights for Scorpio for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Now, Libra is your neighbor, right? So Mars being in Libra, right? Not knowing anything else about your chart, obviously. It's a whole big complex picture and tapestry, right? So take it as you will. But Libra is your neighbor. And so Mars will actually just be not necessarily super supportive of an energy, but just there. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you focus on some important things here. So Scorpio, we have the Three of Pentacles, seems to be a popular card for the transit. The Tower, one of your cards. And the Eight of Cups, Saturn Pisces. Now keep in mind, Saturn will go back into Pisces September 1st and will stay there until February 2026. And it is a refinement period. I've been mentioning this here and there just to prepare people. It's nothing to be afraid about. But I just think if you're like been riding the fiery train of summer and you're expecting that to like continue, just to be prepared that it may slow down a lot and you may feel like you're being put back in the void during winter. But anyway, we also have Ace of Swords on the bottom here. Ace of Swords with the Tower showing. Scorpio tells me that this transit is going to come with a major like light bulb clearing epiphany for you. And I think that has more to do with the eclipses than the actual transit. Okay. Being in Virgo and Pisces, the eclipses anyway, that would support all of your Scorpio placements. I don't know the rest of your chart though. But what we have here on the board is like, it almost feels like you have almost like just started something, or something is still or something is still relatively new in your life. Like something has just grown legs. Something has just gotten roots. It could be a relationship. It could be a way of life. It could be work related. It could be a project, but something I want to say has like, you've been building something up for, I want to say maybe like 3 months. 3 months, could even be 3 years. If it's 3 years, it would be something that was like massive in your life for it to be still new. I don't think it's 3 years, even though explicitly Pentacles would be years. I'm getting more like 3-4 months is what I'm gathering. And then boom. Some sort of, truth, epiphany, light bulb moment comes and hits you, and then you move into the Eight of Cups. You let go. The Tower's forcing you to let go. We're going to get into the depths of this. It may not be that you have to let go of this, but maybe letting go of some things around it. Maybe even letting go of something else in your life while you're also juggling this. But we're only going to know once we dive in. So let's take a peek. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Scorpio. I am hearing Leo really, really loud, actually. Really loud. Oh. Scorpio. The Three of Cups at the top is jumping out. Just had to point it out. What's underneath that? The Chariot. That feels positive, but the cards out here for the Three of Pentacles don't look fun. So for the Three of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Death. It feels like, Scorpio, you've started over. Like something in the last 3 or 4 months is a restart. That's what the Three of Pentacles is looking like to me. Yeah, because with the Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting disgruntled. But the Death card implies some sort of transition, some sort of change, needing to make a drastic shift. And I just keep getting like, you almost had to like go back to the drawing board, or something like something kerfluffled you, something puts you in this Five of Swords energy and feeling disgruntled, feeling like it's all or nothing. And it also has coincided with some big change for you in terms of you as a Queen of Pentacles, in terms of your stability. Some of you guys, this could have been finances, like work related. It could have been a relationship that was also tied to your finances. Something about like the last 3-4 months. Um, Interesting. And then you get the Tower. So I feel like you already have been doing a little bit of a dance. It's like a little bit of a dance, being hyper focused on whatever that's been, and then the Tower hits you. That again, this I feel like is coming with the eclipses. Ace of Swords as well. Tell me about the Tower for Scorpio. We have Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Oh, we need one more on that, Spirit. One more on the Tower with that, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. There's that hermit energy I was feeling with you, kind of like in your Scorpio cave den under a rock somewhere, with the Ten of Cups and Five of Pentacles at the bottom. So Scorpio, I know you're not going to love to hear this, but I just got to call it. The last 3-4 months, whatever you have been almost needing to like have a restart on, a redo on, maybe even mending something. The Three of Pentacles can be my mending card. It could be mending a relationship, mending your finances, whatever it's been. It's put you in a little bit of a disgruntled, maybe even triggered, maybe even frustrated kind of a state. And it's also coincided with some big change for you. And I want to say the word setback. I don't think you were set back. I think that's how it feels. When the Tower comes in, what the Tower is actually showing you is to consider other options. I know, I'm sorry. Eclipses, what are you going to do, right? The reason I say that, the Tower hits you with the Eight of Pentacles while you're in the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It's almost like it brings in the Seven. Like with the Eight of Pentacles being the card of mastery, forging, working on something, trying to work towards your Ten of Pentacles or maintain your Ten of Pentacles, which is like legacy, long-term stability, that kind of thing. Family, housing, that stuff. And it gives you the Seven. Remember, we saw the Ace of Swords too, which means it's also coming with clarity. And what it's highlighting is that there are other options instead of, I almost want to say resuscitating. There are other options instead of resuscitating whatever this is that you had some sort of setback with like 3 or 4 months ago. And then it puts you in the Hermit with the Ten of Cups. It puts you in the space of going deep within, which is Virgo, also Pisces with the 10. Sorry, coming back. Looking at the cards. Excuse me. But then it puts you in the space of going deep within to contemplate what's actually going to make you happy. Because this, whatever this is that you've either been mending, resuscitating, reviving, trying to like go back to the drawing board or restart or reset something, it's kept you in the Five of Swords. It's made you unhappy. Like there's no cups here. Like this is feeling very much like I'm doing this because I can. I'm doing this because maybe I should. I'm doing this because maybe it's just like familiar to do, but you're not happy here. You're not. And if this is about a relationship, oh, you really unhappy. Kind of surprised you're still in it and that you haven't just like as Scorpios do, right? But when the Tower comes in, you can't deny it that you haven't been prioritizing the ultimate happiness for you. You've been prioritizing what's either right in front of you or what's easy, even if it doesn't make you happy. Getting to the Ten of Cups for you, in whatever way you're viewing it, may be a longer road, a harder road, but it's not impossible. And Spirit's basically saying, yeah, you can stay at the 3 and be in the Five of Swords, or I know you can put in more effort into other options, other avenues, other ways. And you may be very surprised at how it works out. You could get the 10 if you want. You don't even have a cup with the Three of Pentacles over here. You don't even have a cup over there. And Spirit's like, you deserve better. Look at it that way, Scorpio. You deserve better. You know you deserve better. You know you want better. And I do think too, there's something about the 3 versus the 8, almost like the level of investment is deterring for you. Maybe you're tired. Life can be very tiring sometimes, and not just sometimes, as we know. Um, but spirit wants better for you, and I feel like the eclipses are going to make that abundantly clear if you haven't hit this clarity already. Let's look at the 8 of Cups. This is you, I want to say, choosing to go to the 10. Whatever the 10 is for you, whether it is a different relationship or a different way of living. I want to say it's like a way of living is how it's feeling, but some of you, there is a relationship in the midst of this. Some of you could be leaving one for another one. Tell me about the 8 of Cups for Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, this is looking really good. Do it. I know it's hard, Scorpio. I know, but just you're gonna be so much happier. It may be a little rougher in the moment, and if you need like a week to like get yourself mentally prepared, that's fine. Um, you deserve better. Oh, 3 of Wands. I'm trying not to swear as much, but with at least on YouTube anyway. The 8 of Cups is you making that move. 8 always goes to the 10, always. And Spirit is saying if you get into the 8 of Pentacles, by getting into the 8 of Cups, you'll get to the 10 of Cups, but you'll also get your 10 of Pentacles. Again, that's legacy, that's future, that's like your future vision. Some of you are going to feel like your future vision or what you thought your life was going to be like is going to be very different. Very different. And I'm almost getting like literally needing time to make peace with that. That's kind of interesting too. Because again, whatever this is familiar, you're used to it, or it's like you're resuscitating, you're mending, or like you're trying the tried and true, but like you are not happy. You are not happy. Some of you just feel like you're surviving over that energy, and I'm even like feeling kind of stuck. And Spirit's like, if you take a minute to just go within and contemplate what actually makes you happy and be honest with yourself about it, you're going to see the other ways you can do this, other ways you can live, other choices that you can make. It may require a lot more of you, but it's giving you the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. And isn't that worth it? Aren't you worth it? I think so. With Strength and the 3 of Wands on the 8, yeah, I'm not going to lie, Scorp. It's not going to be super easy, but it's incredibly promising. I keep coming back to this feeling of like needing to make peace with the life you thought you were going to have. But the life that you're going to be walking into, for those who resonate with this and make this choice, because it's a choice, it's whatever you want to do with it. It's a choice. If you make this choice, it may take time to wrap your head around it, but you're going to be way happier than you ever could have been. And some of you guys that may come with a little bit of like deprogramming, because that 3 of Pentacles has you in the 5 of Swords, right? That's ego shit, right? That's ego shit and programming shit. Let's just be real. See, even Clyde agrees. And you deserve to be happy, no matter what that looks like. Don't care what other people think, right? You deserve to be happy. Everyone does. Okay. Wow. Pisces. Last but not least. You guys ready for your eclipse? Your full moon, total lunar eclipse? Like all my Pisceans are just going to be inside for that eclipse. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. All right, Pisces. So focusing in on the Mars Libra transit for my Pisceans. What can my Pisceans expect for the Mars Libra transit cycle? What's going down for Pisces for the Mars Libra transit cycle? So immediately I'm seeing Zebra. Zebra for me as animal medicine comes in a couple flavors: authenticity and expression, like authentic expression. I'm still having Mercury retrograde communication over here, but also friends. It also speaks of friendships, people who are just as authentic as you, right? And who accept you and you accept them. Even just saying it, I felt this like, this like jolt of heat. Could we deal with some fire signs? Oh, that felt so good. That felt really, really good. Pisces, I feel like you are allowing yourself to just enjoy people who really enjoy you. But again, it's very reciprocal, even if you both are like, both or all are just like super eccentric or weird or whatever. Just meeting each other where you both, where you all, I keep saying both, where you all are at. That's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting, and it feels really nice. All right, Pisces. Any other messages or insights for Pisces for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Oh, jeez. Cards are flying. One of your cards, this is Saturn Pisces. So again, this may be highlighting once we go into September and Saturn goes back into your sign. Beta Cups implies that you have been letting go and you've been moving on, making emotional space for other things, new things, things that make you happy. He's fine. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. Sometimes with this mic, I can't tell because like I can hear everything. But I have it set to like not pick up a lot of background noise. But yeah, Clyde's been like meowing nonstop. He just wants to go outside is all. So we have death. Ooh. Oh, Pisces, you're walking through a door. You were absolutely walking through a door. And you're leaving a lot of stuff behind that door. Emotional ties, beliefs, things that have weight on your soul or just, that you've held, I want to say, in your soul and in your heart. You're leaving it behind as you walk through a door. You're walking through the door of death. There are a few cards that are doorways, portals, thresholds. Death is probably the most obvious one. And it's not always easy. It's not always pretty. It usually comes with some sort of like alchemical shift or a massive shedding. Okay. But once you walk through it, I really want to say you're leaving a lot behind in the emotional realm. Okay. And you're going to have a lighter spirit for it. What's coming after death for Pisces for the Mars Libra transit cycle? Also, Pisces, keep in mind that Mars Libra doesn't really communicate with Pisces that well. Because Pisces, you're water mutable, Libra is air cardinal. You just don't have a lot in common. So it is quincux with you. So I would pay attention to other celestial bodies during this transit. I wouldn't focus too much actually on Mars Libra unless you have like Libra placements or all the other signs we've spoken about, right? But anyway, let me get another card here for you. Pisces. I feel like Saturn, if anything, is going to be most important for you. Four of Swords. That's recovery. So Pisces, by time we hit fall, the fall equinox, and we go into Libra season, harvest season, I think you're going to be having a really fun time. Prior to that, I see you spending Mars Libra transit cycle walking through some sort of threshold, some sort of portal, if you will. And with that, you are going through some pretty big changes and or shedding emotionally, spiritually, and in your terms of your beliefs. What you allow yourself to hold is how it keeps coming through. And we have strength on the bottom, Leo energy. This may be kind of tiring. I'm not going to lie, Pisces. This may take a lot of your bandwidth. But the fact that you're ending on the Four of Swords also tells me that by time that we go into the fall equinox, you are resting and you're coming out of the challenging part of it. Okay. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups for Pisces. Wow. I mean, it is just clear. So on the Eight of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords. This is you making decisions to end things, to be done and release whatever you have been entertaining or attaching to emotionally, spiritually, whatever your soul, your heart has been holding. This is you not doing that anymore. Making the conscious decision to do that. Some of you are also making some very intentional choices to actually walk away from certain situations here. Oh, Pisces. Can I get one more on the not Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups? That was weird. Can I get one? Maybe you're walking away from family. Shit. Can I get one more on the Eight of Cups here for Pisces? One more on the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords for Pisces. Yeah, strength coming out again. Again, this isn't easy. It's not easy, but you know it's in your highest good. So you're doing it. I know people don't love to hear these reads. I know. I know. But it's part of life. And, we also get different people who watch, and everyone's got different stuff going on. Tell me about death. This is the portal. This is the threshold you're walking through. I do want to say that, like, something about your reality is going to be very different. After this, you may perceive this as a timeline shift, but you may even perceive this as a rebirth, actually, with the death card being here. But they just keep saying it's like you're walking through the threshold, you're walking through the door, you're walking through the portal, and it's coinciding with, like, shedding. Tell me about death. Ooh, yeah, magic with the magician. Tell me more about death and magician being here. Wow. Wow. Oh, Pisces, my heart. Page of Cups. I keep feeling this like heat with you too. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I guess it's like right at my bridge because it's not really in my heart. It's like right underneath my rib cage, and it feels like a little ball of heat trying to push up. Aries had something similar. If you have Aries in your chart, I would watch Aries. But I'm feeling that with the Page of Cups and the Magician here. So as you walk through this portal, this doorway, this threshold, as you go through this like shedding, right, during this Mars Libra transit cycle, that heat that I keep feeling, it's part of this Magician Page of Cups energy that's like emerging. The Page of Cups, I feel like a lot of you is this like source of like purity, innocence of you. Page of Cups for me is often like a inner child kind of innocence kind of vibe. It's usually somebody who's like speaking, emotionally or like sharing something about their feelings. But when it's in a situation like this, it's often like a core piece of you emerging. Thank you. Being allowed to emerge. I think this is why zebras were coming up. This is a very authentic part of you, a very tender part of you, but also a very powerful part of you with the magician. This is a really important process for you, important transition for you. Because once this piece emerges, that level of authenticity, you're going to attract other people who have been through the same and who are just as authentic and vulnerable, I want to say, in their expression, which is beautiful. Another for death. Another for death. For Pisces, for the Mars Libra transit. Nice. They're flying today. 5 of Swords. That feels almost like I call it plaque. I call it like energy plaque, emotional plaque. That feels like the plaque that was keeping your Page of Cups magician energy submerged. It's emerging. The 5 of Swords was keeping it submerged. So programming, beliefs, ego stuff, triggers, things like that. Yeah, it's almost like it was like sticking to your page, like sticking in a way where like your Page of Cups energy, it was really difficult for you to sit in that because you also had this 5 of Swords energy practically stuck to it. And again, 5 of Swords is like black and white thinking. It's all or nothing. It's like ego conflicts. It's that kind of deal. It's survival too. Can I get one more on the 5 of Swords? There's something else there. One more on the 5 of Swords for Pisces. I feel like, again, I'm just looking at like stuff that needs to leave the body. Literally, like needs to leave your spirit, your heart, your emotional body. Yeah, and then we have the world with that, with the 5 of Swords. It's time to put this to rest, Pisces. It's time to not allow this to be in your being anymore. I just keep getting it's like stories of the past, it's traumas of the past. I'm almost getting I'm getting the nervous system too, especially with the 4 of Swords as the last card. Some of you may need some time to like almost like reset your nervous system. Oh, some of you may identify as having a dysregulated nervous system. Okay, that's coming through here as well. If you don't know what that is, just look it up. This is like not the video for that, but that's what I'm getting. Like it's time for you to be able to be in this energy as a driving force of you, and other people to see that part of you and connect to that part of you. It's time to be done with this 5 of Swords energy. That's the Clydester, if you can hear him. It's the wall, it's the coping mechanisms, it's again, it's all of that stuff that has just kept that authentic, pure, vulnerable piece of you at bay. I want to say in a way where you've been unable to access it. But again, the world card is indicating we're done with this. We're done with this forever. We're done with this. Some of you are Saturn Pisces. That also just came through. There's something else I wanted to say here. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you haven't been able to access your inner child. Some of you have like severely neglected your inner child. That's coming through here with the Page of Cups. And you're only going to realize that once you go through this. How much your inner child, I want to say, has been almost like suffocating on this Five of Swords energy. Ooh, let's get into the Four of Swords. Keep in mind, Pisces, this could be about someone you know, doesn't have to be you. Talking about the Four of Swords for Pisces. This feels like the recovery of that, like the coming up for air out of the portal of death. That's what this feels like. Catching your breath again, getting reacclimated. I keep getting the nervous system, Pisces. I keep getting the nervous system with you. Getting reacclimated. Talking about the Four of Swords. Ooh, some of you, this actually triggers like a new level of awakening. Again, some of you, this is your reading. Some of you, this is for someone you know. I feel the need to emphasize that on your reading in particular. Because with the Four of Swords, I'm getting this like sensitive to like light, even. Like sensitivity to light, to noise. Maybe you get migraines. Maybe you're about to get migraines. I'm getting a lot of like crown energy too, like a lot of pressure around the head. I feel like your nervous system is resetting. So allow yourself to have that process, okay? You would really benefit from speaking to anybody who's been through anything like this as well, okay? Tell me about the Four of Swords for Pisces. Yeah, we have the Moon with the Page of Pentacles. The Moon is just giving me like the psyche, the subconscious. Sometimes the Moon can be intuition and emotions and all of that stuff. I keep getting nervous system reset. It just keeps coming up over and over and over. I'm at like, why is the Page of Pentacles here, Spirit? I'm gonna get a card on that. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Devil. So the Devil's been coming out a lot lately, and it hasn't felt toxic. It's felt mostly like fixation. And I feel the fixation here, but I'm feeling a little bit of toxic fixation. On the bottom, which there's a difference. On the bottom, we have the Star, which is boding well. That's healing, which I think there's a lot of healing happening here for you. In terms of the nervous system reset, with the Moon being here, with the Page of Pentacles and the Devil backing the Moon, I feel like, again, it's confirming that. Excuse me, Page of Pentacles is how we invest in things, how we seed things, how we learn things even. I'm getting this like restless energy of wanting to be active, of wanting to do, maybe even wanting to just like, you know, leave this whole process behind and just be like, okay, I did it, I'm done, I can go back out in the world. I feel like your body's not going to let you. That Four of Swords, I keep getting like sensitive to light, sensitive to noise. Like, oh my God, don't make me go outside, because your nervous system has to reset. Some of you, this is a really, 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 really deep alchemical shift with your soul and your heart. Like deep, like bone deep is what I want to say. If you're equating it to the body, that just made me dizzy. I shouldn't have shook my head like that. And your body needs time to rest and recalibrate. But I feel like you're really restless here. I'm also getting with the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. There's like I'm getting like a nagging voice. There's a nagging voice about value, and I want to say like should. Like I should be doing this. I should be doing that. No, you need to rest. Okay? I'm getting into mama mode a little bit here with you, Pisces. No. Again, I don't think your body's going to let you. And I know that's not conducive to 3D life, but your heart and your soul are more important than anything in the 3D. Okay? Wow, Pisces, I feel like you guys need your own reading here, like your own video. Because I'm also getting with the Page of Pentacles and the Devil. It's like the nagging voice. Some of you, this may be like really old things coming up, and it may weird you out. Like if you struggled with a vice or an addiction years ago, it's suddenly like now it's all you think about, and you're like, I haven't thought about this shit in years. What the hell's going on? It's leaving your body. Okay, that is that energy. I'm not saying that, spirit. That's that energy leaving your body. Um, your nervous system. Yeah, again, I just keep getting it. You're going through a nervous system reset with Mars Libra transit. I feel like this needs to be a separate message. I'm gonna try to remember because I can feel there's something pretty big here, and I think not just about you, Pisces. Um, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, don't be shocked if you have like really old thoughts. Like I mean old, even before you walked away from this stuff, like freaking out and plaguing you. It's because you've been shedding the five of swords in this well when you do this. It's because the five of swords gets shed, and this is like a coping, a survival, like survival and protection of, I want to say, the authentic piece of you, and I do want to say your inner child as well for a lot of you. And so when we shed these things, they leave in a very loud way. Okay, because for things to properly leave and be released and relinquished and done with, they need recognition. So it's not an invitation to fall prey to, you know, old toxic thoughts and behaviors and patterns. Again, anything that really kept your inner child down. It just may weird you out at how loud it is. Thank you, Spirit. They're giving me another way to explain it. The intensity of the shedding that takes place is going to match the intensity of its voice on the way out. Okay? There. But take your time, rest, be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, and when it gets loud, let it leave. Just let it leave. Just let it leave. Okay? It's not staying. It's just throwing a tantrum on the way out. That's all. Okay? All right, Pisces, good luck. And I wish all of you guys the best for this Mars Libra transit. And as always, you guys will see me poking around here with channeled messages and what have you. I am consistently on Patreon, so patrons get a weekly reading along with lives and hangouts and things of that nature. So go ahead and check that out if you're curious. And if not, that's okay. I just hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see y'all later, okay? Take care.